We're doing cool intros now, aren't we? Do 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 do. It's good, wasn't it? Lucas, do you like Star Wars?
Never heard of it.
Oh my god, Lucas, please. He's in one of those moods today. So this video is going to come out around about the time that Andor is going to air.
Andor what?
Seriously. You're trying to wind me up because you know it gets a good reaction and I'm not down for it, alright? Just rein it in for now. Anyway, Andor, named after Cassian Andor, the character from Rogue One. That series is going to come out to what I imagine will be middling reviews, as have most Star Wars media of the last 10 years.
And just Disney Plus TV shows in general.
In general, yeah. It's probably going to cause a stir online. And, this is New Fact Fiend, where Carl's taking a break, which means that the editors get to ride that algorithm all the way to Viewtown. So what I'm going to talk about today is something from Rogue One. Do you know much about Rogue One?
I've watched it. I'm aware that, that famous Darth Vader scene was scrapped together last minute. I know that one fact about Rogue One, and
well, I'm glad that's not the one I'm bringing to you today, because that would be a bit awkward.
Well, that wasn't about Cassian Andor, was it? So I don't.
Well, neither is this. I'm just the show Andor's coming out, so I'm doing something about Rogue One for algorithm riding.
I thought you were specifically talking about Cassian Andor.
No, fuck Cassian Andor.
Boring character, not going to watch a TV show.
But no one's going to watch the TV show with Cassian Andor. If that show turns out to be like a masterpiece now, how silly are we going to look?
I mean, apparently the trailer was good. I didn't even bother to watch it.
I mean, we'll have seen it, I guess, when this comes out, because it'll come out on the same day.
I didn't even watch Obi-Wan, mate. I'm not.
I loved Obi-Wan.
I'm so burnt out on Star Wars.
A lot of people didn't like Obi-Wan, but when I got to Obi-Wan, I was like, fuck it, I'm just not going to care. What I want to see is Ewan McGregor doing Ewan McGregor things with Hayden Christensen doing Hayden Christensen things. So the fact I'm bringing today is that, the Star Wars universe, very expansive. It's full of all of these cool things with cool names. Mm-hmm. And in particular, the planets. Think about, you've got Alderaan, and you've got Hoth, and you've got...
I'm actually wearing Hoth-themed nail varnish today.
Oh, I wonder why you just randomly started looking at your hands. I thought I was that boring.
These nails painted Hoth.
just two fingers on the camera. But the planet I'm talking about today is a planet that's called Scarif. Do you know about Scarif?
I've heard of Scarif, yes.
So Scarif is, in fact, one of the most important planets in the current Star Wars universe, because it's the planet where the construction of the Death Star was finished.
Right, okay.
And it's also the planet that, in the end of Rogue One, they all go to in order to get the plans for the Death Star.
So it's the Battle of Scarif scene.
The Battle of Scarif scene, yes. So that is the planet, right? What we're talking about today is where the name came from. So you'd think, Scarif, it sounds like a sort of a cool name. It must come from a cool place. Oh no, it comes from a very stupid place. So
yeah,
do you know the story?
I think I half know the story. It's in the back of my head somewhere, but go ahead, educate us.
So the director of Rogue One is a man called Gareth Edwards, and as the film was being made, or maybe before the film was being made, I think he was obviously in line for it when this happened. Right. He went into a coffee shop, and he ordered himself a coffee, and they said, "What name is it?" And he said, "Gareth." They put the cup down and they called out, "Scarif!" So it turns out they'd heard his name wrong and they wrote Scarif on the cup. And he saw that and he went, that'd be a cool name for a planet. Yeah, so that just means that there is forever a planet in the Star Wars universe named after what is effectively a typo by somebody who didn't give a shit.
Fair play. I'm pretty sure, this is essentially a conspiracy theory about Starbucks writing the wrong names on cups anyway.
Yeah, I have heard that before. There's supposedly this conspiracy theory that Starbucks employees intentionally write the wrong names because it gets publicity for Starbucks. Because people obviously are going to share the silly names. Oh no, they spelled my name wrong, it's really funny. And everyone else goes, oh, maybe they'll spell my name wrong as well. And then they'll go in and they'll get a wrong name and be like, oh look.
Or even if nothing else, it just gets their brand mentioned on social media for free. Right, anyone that's worked at one of these chain coffee shops, let us know, is the conspiracy theory true that they tell workers to write those names incorrectly?
I mean, if after this comes out, they're going to do it on purpose. Because just think, you put a funny name down, that could be the guy who names the next Star Wars planet. What I assume it is that they're told not to care whether or not they get it right.
Yes.
Because I'd be paranoid that I would spell someone's name wrong. Some people have strange names. And I don't just mean, from other languages that I don't speak that are strange to me. I mean people nowadays, like, they want to call their kids anything. And there was someone I was talking to recently who was going through like ideas for kids' names, and I was just they were taking them from fantasy books. You know, those things that famously make names up. I mean, look at George R.R. Martin. He spells Peter with a Y. When I read those books, I got all the names wrong because Jamie I called Jame, and Peter Baelish was Petya Baelish. I saw the spellings and I was like, well, he must be spelling them differently because they're pronounced differently. Maybe they're from like a. You know, he's taking inspiration from a different language. No, you just want to spell them shitly.
But then you've also got names like Daenerys that are like fantasy names that aren't normal, regular names until Game of Thrones came out,
Daddy.
and now they are. And everyone's kids are named Khaleesi.
I was going to say Khaleesi was more popular than Daenerys. Daenerys is a much better name than Khaleesi.
Yes, because then at least you can let your kid just get away with being like, my parents are nerds, I'm called Danny. What are they going to shorten Khaleesi to?
Carl. E.C.
Is that what Carl's middle name is? E.C.
Carl E.C. Smallwood.
I don't know if Carl's ever disclosed his middle name or not.
I don't think he has. I know what it is because I saw it on his ID.
Yeah, it's E.C. I just told you.
E.C. Yeah. Officially, Carl E.C., which means his initials are Kiss. If E.C. spelled with an I, at least. Otherwise, it's Kess.
So your joke doesn't even make sense, Brad. What are you doing?
I was making a joke. I'm not allowed to be funny. I invited Lucas over so we could record some videos.
I'm meant to be staying at Brad's tonight, and we'll see whether that happens.
He's sleeping right there, and I'm sleeping right there. Not in the green screen, obviously. There's a room on the other side.
We're not both sleeping in the green screen together.
Just lie on the floor and lying it side by side. It's like, Lucas, close your eyes. We can be anywhere you want.
We'll use like the old discarded one as a blanket.
Oh, Carl said he's going to get that done in cut into a jacket or a blazer.
I think you should get a waistcoat.
Yeah, waistcoat would be good because then he could wear a shirt, the green screen waistcoat, and then a jacket over the top.
And the green morph suit beneath it all, of course.
Mankini.
No.
Who wants to see Carl present a video in a green mankini?
I don't want to see Carl in a mankini.
At the moment, interaction is apparently quite important for YouTube. Like, they like likes and they like comments. So I would like people to comment what article of clothing would they like to see in green. And if we can find it, we'll buy it. Because people, like, all the way through Carl's, while he's been doing videos and stuff, people are always screaming in the comments, oh, wear this, wear that, buy this, buy that. And you know what? He's taking a break, so clearly it's not had a great effect on him. But
so what we're going to do is now force him into all this shit.
We're gonna wear it.
Oh, we're gonna wear it. Okay. I thought you were like, so when Carl get back, we're gonna bombard him with a bunch of green shit.
Just walks in. We're just like, hey man, just stand. Just wrap him in shit. You know what? If the Patreon gets to £10,000 a month, I will present a video in a mankini. All right, we'll do that.
I'm committing you to this.
Why not?
Let's get a new Patreon tier. And speaking of, where can they find that Patreon?
There'll be a link. It'll be there and there.
Patreon.com/Untitled Side Channel, Brad.
Yeah. I think Fact Fiend also still leads there as well.
Okay. Patreon.com/FactFiend as well.
Untitled Side Channel. So the Patreons, because we need to explain this at some point, like fully in a video, but the idea is we set up a Patreon, people give us money, and as a thank you, we give them more content. Mm-hmm. So if the Patreon stopped doing stuff, then we wouldn't be doing the side channel anymore. Like, the point of the side channel is like, thank you, here's more shit.